Welcome to Exploring Turkey. I am your host, Andy Martin, coming to you from this beautiful location high atop Nevşehir Castle in the city center of Nevşehir. This area has played host to thousands of years of civilizations. We will take you on a tour of the underground cities of this land. Also, the other famous architectural points we will visit as well. Also, the most important symbol and the famous symbol of Nevşehir is the Peribacileri, or the stone house of Nevşehir. Of course, we won't leave before showing you those as well. Our tour of this great land begins now. Our tour of Nevşehir begins right here in the city center. Behind me, the beautiful Damat İbrahim Pasha Mosque Complex. This complex was constructed in the early 18th century, including a beautiful fountain, Turkish bath, university, primary school, mosque, and a caravanserai. The caravanserai culture of the region is very unique because merchants were able to stay at the caravanserai for up to 3 days for free. This was to encourage more trade in this area. Our tour of this area begins now, and we will continue on through the complex. The Damat İbrahim Pasha Mosque is a very beautiful Ottoman-style mosque constructed in the early 18th century. It is a beautiful structure with a large central dome supported by a series of smaller archways. Unique to this design is the fact that the columns are actually built into the walls, not freestanding as we often see in mosque architecture. Also, the mihrab area is a very beautifully and unique design with its archway as well as accenting large candlesticks, stained glass windows, and beautiful detail which surround it. Also, the interior decor, the interior design of this mosque is unique. The closer you look, the more detail you see. It reminds me of ceramic or porcelain dishware or tiles. It is so beautiful, and everywhere is a little bit different, but the colors so beautifully come together to make one beautiful artistic masterpiece. Often used in mosques and older structures, we see these ostrich eggs that have been beautifully decorated and hung along 2 lines across this front section of the mosque. Why? Very good question. It's to keep away the spiders. I also was surprised to learn this. So they're not only beautiful decorations, but also they're used for a practical purpose as well. Here in the Nevşehir and Cappadocia region, there are so many underground cities just like this. This is Derinkuyu. It is one of the underground labyrinth cave systems connected by a series of tunnels that literally spans 8 floors. It is amazing because there are rooms where animals were kept, food was prepared, food was stored, people slept. Literally an underground city. Granaries also in this area, and an amazing ventilation system. We're going to go all the way to the bottom and continue exploring this underground city. Here at Derinkuyu, not one thing was left out. All of the needs were met through different innovative uses of the stone as well as air supply, water. Right here was an area where water flowed to provide here. The kitchen room was nearby, so in a central part all of the other rooms. We find so many other rooms connected into this central location. We're going to keep going on exploring the other areas of this underground city. We're going to go on down now to some of the lower levels of the Derinkuyu underground city. Now we're coming into some of the areas where the food was stored, different depots, areas where maybe different kinds of vegetables. Also, this underground environment is so conducive to storing food because it's not really moist, it's just a very good temperature and probably preserve food really well. This is one of the examples of the ventilation system through this underground city. It is impressive to me how no detail was left undone. Literally everything was thought about: how to provide water, how to provide fresh air, where to store food, how to care for animals. A fully functioning underground city indeed. Of course, no smoking. Lots of little rooms just like this that literally come off the side of the main little path of travel where maybe someone slept, maybe food was stored. Very interesting. Lots of unique places in here. Wow, this is a larger room. Some of the larger rooms in this series of caves were used as churches or maybe meeting rooms, or families would live together. Come on, we're going deeper still. This is one large stone that was used to roll across and close off the upper section of this underground city, in the fear that maybe an invading army or someone was trying to harm or kill people a part of this community. This stone would be rolled over the door, and then everyone else would be able to evacuate through other means or go deeper into the tunnel as well. Amazing. Everything was thought of. We're currently on the 5th floor of this elaborate underground city. This is the main ventilation shaft. You can see daylight as you look up, and as we look down, you can see where we're eventually going to go. It's amazing. This area, the rooms that stored food generally were closest to the ventilation area. Here is another one of the locking systems to close off another section of this underground city. This large round stone would be literally locked into place. We see here the notches and carved out area in the wall where the stone would fit and lock securely. Let's go and look around on the other side of it. Here is the other side of this locking stone. It would literally be pushed into place, closing off the tunnel section itself. You can see how huge and massive it is and how thick. It would be, looks like maybe close to a foot thick, and it maybe, let's see here, 3.5 feet or so tall. It's really huge. I don't know how much it would weigh, but it would be very secure, I would imagine. And you can see the flat track it was used to rest on. Here we've come to another level. Let's look around and see what's here. This area was used as a church. It's in the shape of a cross. You can see this top section and the two sides. All of it carved out by hand. You can see if you look closely where it was literally chipped away. We're still going down. We have now reached the lowest floor, the 8th level below ground in this underground city here at Derinkuyu. Actually, this is the last section of the ventilation shaft we can view, and you can still see the daylight from up above. I wonder if they used it for communication as well. Let's try. Could I get one large pizza with pepperoni and cheese? Maybe a bottle of Coke? Please hurry. I don't know, maybe they used it this way, maybe not, but it's worth a try. We are now here at the very bottom and we're going to go all the way back up to the top now. We're going to use a different way to exit and I'm curious as to what we will see. But our adventure continues. Come on. We came this way and now we're going to go back out through this way. Come on. I can see here that we're very close to the top, probably a couple more floors and we'll be outside. It's so much brighter now after we've come from being in this underground city for so long. It was a lot cooler, but now it's warm and actually kind of hot out here. We're going to continue our tour now of this area. We have visited the underground city where we saw churches that were constructed during the time where Christians were persecuted by the Romans. But now we actually have come back above ground and we see behind us buildings like this where churches were freely constructed in the area after the Romans accepted Christianity. Hi, how are you? Thank you very much. So you make these all by hand?
I make.
Ah, very nice.
I make.
So can you tell me the story? What do they represent? Is this traditional clothing for the dolls?
This one.
Uh-huh.
One. Yeah, one.
Okay, uh-huh.
One.
Okay. And it has a baby, I see.
Yeah. And baby.
And baby.
Sitting.
Yeah, oh, it sits. Oh,
Yeah.
how cute.
This one sitting.
Very nice. Uh-huh.
Design folklore.
I see. Folklore.
Yeah.
I see. So traditional
Yeah.
clothing. Very
this
nice.
one Turkish kadife.
Ah, Turkish kadife.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
This
I
one.
see. So, and this one, how much is it?
5 million.
5 lira. Okay, very good. Here in this area you can find so many beautifully handcrafted items, and right here this one was just made. I'm so excited. I think my daughter will love it. Bir tane alabilir miyim? Could I buy one?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, these, may I look at them also?
This one,
Uh-huh.
Turkish pantolon.
Ah, these are
Turkish
Turkish.
pantolon.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
sitting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So this doll actually sits and it's wearing Turkish pantaloon or Turkish style
That's
pants. Uh-huh. This style of pants are very common in the village areas and out in more remote areas of Turkey. Very interesting. So this little doll can sit down. Oh, very
This one.
nice. Uh-huh. Very good. So what kind of design is this?
Yeah.
What?
Kadife.
A kadife design.
Kadife,
Okay,
yeah.
very nice. All right. Okay, I would like to buy this one if I could. And let me see. May I buy this one also? This one, how much?
3 lira.
3 lira and
5 lira.
5 lira. So
6 is
altogether 6?
um,
Okay.
8.
Okay. All right.
8.
Okay, 8. 8
Eight.
lira. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is your shop, I
Yes,
see.
my shop here.
Oh, very good. So what do you have for sale?
This is kilim.
A kilim. Oh,
Yes, kilim
okay.
and weaving.
Oh, it's beautiful. So it's a woven, it's handmade,
Yes, handmade.
Uh-huh.
Kilim. And this from Anatolian handmade.
I
just
see.
Wool.
just wool.
Just
Okay.
Wool. All this is sperm wool.
Uh-huh.
And this color is also natural color.
I see. Very good. So the natural colors, how are they made?
And this is from in this Anatolian.
Uh-huh.
This green color is also walnut
Yes.
color.
I see.
Red color is also Abraham tree.
Oh, very
Abraham
nice.
tree. Blue is also indigo.
I see. Indigo. Very
Indigo
nice.
color. Also hand weaving made.
Uh-huh. Wow. So handmade, all natural dyed colors to the colors actually last longer. Is that right? From natural
Natural, yes.
okay, so the
All this came to only one time wash. After the wash, only soap and water.
really okay. And the color will continue to stay bright. Ah, very
And
good.
this is in Anatolium, two different harbor.
I see. Now,
Kilim.
one question about how much would this kilim
And
cost?
this is kilim.
Uh-huh.
Kilim is this one. This is 200 lira.
200 lira, okay. And here you can see the size of it.
Big one.
Uh-huh, it's a
About
large one.
About 2 meter, 1 meter, 30 seconds.
Uh-huh, very good. So this kilim would be around 200 Turkish lira, and you can see it's quite large.
Yes, old.
These are very old, okay.
Yes, very old.
I
About
see.
80, maybe 90 years.
Ah,
Outside.
I see. Okay, so it's like a bag. Ah,
This
very
one
good.
for saddlebag, this
Huh.
horseback, this one.
Can you see inside this? This is actually an 80-year-old, 80 or 90-year-old bag. Very nice, all handmade. What part of Turkey? Hangi? What?
And this from east of Turkey.
East, from the eastern part of Turkey.
From Adıyaman, maybe
Uh-huh.
from Malatya.
Uh-huh, very nice. From possibly Adiman or Malatya, he said. Also, again, another old, would this be a carpet, a small carpet, or
Kilim.
a kilim,
Kilim
okay?
is this one, first one here made for second one for bordering. Different made.
I
For
see.
Turkish name for cicim.
Jijim. Very nice. Okay, all natural dyes.
Yes.
And you can see this is a good example. The colors will last a long time because it's been dyed with all natural. For example, we saw from the Abraham tree, we saw walnut dye, indigo dye being used, and they last very well. As you can see, the exterior color, and we're looking at the back side now. These are around 80 years old. Of course, you can buy older ones if you like. So inside you have,
Inside is a big carpet.
I see.
4 square meter,
Uh-huh.
2 square meter.
Okay.
All kilim.
very
And
nice.
this one kilim is about 37 years.
Wow,
And
this
this one made from 1971 made.
1971. Okay, so this kilim is actually older than me. I'm 34 years old. I was born in 1973. This was made in 1971. It's a beautiful kilim. You can see how large it is with a beautiful detail. Ama hangi yer o design?
Konya.
So this design specifically from Konya.
From Konya,
Uh-huh.
Karapınar.
I
This-
see.
This
Karapınar.
one, cicim kilim is different made.
I
This
see.
the first one here made, all this kilim made.
Uh-huh.
Second one from bordering.
Ah,
This side,
I
other
see.
side.
I see. Wow. So here we get more of a picture of what the actual knots would look like on the back side of this beautiful kilim. Very nice. So what would, I'm just curious, for this kilim, what would the price be?
Price kilim is about 700, 750.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
okay. About 700, 750 lira. You have a beautiful
About 4
kilim.
square meter, big one.
It's a very big one, that's right. Very nice. Thank you so much for your time. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Okay.
You have a very nice shop. Here is Uçhisar. This is the great Uçhisar castle carved right out of the natural stone on this hilltop. Actually, this was once used as a palace, and there are many rooms and houses that surround this palace area. We're going to go in and take a tour, and we'll go all the way to the top where we will see a great view of Nevşehir. We're now going to begin our tour up this tunnel to the very top of Uçhisar Castle so we can have our panoramic view of the surrounding areas. Here's one of the larger rooms in the Uçhisar Castle. Very interesting to see areas where people may have sat, or also maybe things have been placed. On the walls you can see where it has been carved out by hand. Very interesting environment inside of these rock homes and this rock palace is we see that there's no moisture, it's very dry, it's not cold, it's not hot, it's just a very comfortable temperature. Very interesting place. Let's continue our tour of this great palace. We're going to go all the way up to the top. Let's continue walking. From here we have such a great view of the valley below. And we're going to take you on a closer look to this area and into the Peribacıları, the stone houses. But right now, let's keep going on up. We have now come to a point where we can begin to see a great view of the Nevşehir area and this area surrounding the Uçhisar Castle. We're going to continue on now to the top. The view from here just keeps getting better and better. I can't wait to see from the very top. Finally, we have reached the top of Uçhisar Castle, and we have a spectacular view of all of the Nevşehir and Cappadocia area. I have a great view from right here high atop the Uçhisar Castle overlooking the beautiful Nevşehir and Cappadocia region. We're going to continue our tour now of this great area and go on to the Peribacıları, or the stone houses famous here in Nevşehir. This has been Exploring Turkey. I am your host, Andy Martin. Thank you so much for joining us on this great tour of Nevşehir. I hope you join us again next time as we continue our journey of this great land.